It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Friday, the 8th of July. I'm Michael Groff. Get ready for a heat wave over the next few days. Temperatures well above average, staying just shy of record territory, but certainly up into the excessive heat criteria, especially on Monday. But some wrinkles to talk about in the forecast. First, we could see an increase in moisture, at least enough for some widely scattered showers and thunderstorms over eastern Arizona tomorrow. And the possibility, albeit small, for maybe some blowing dust getting into the valley tomorrow night. The bigger story is the potential return of monsoon moisture by about the middle part of next week. We'll be watching that. In fact, Wednesday might turn out to be a pretty active day around here. And hopefully with an increase in moisture and thunderstorm activity, we get a break from the heat. That would be nice. All right, we'll talk about all of that and everything else in just a moment. But first, it's Friday, so that means it's Photo Friday here, and that's where we take a look at some of the photos and or videos that you guys have submitted. And first up, we'll start with the one and only Michelle. This is video from the Idaho Diversion Dam. More videos and pictures from our trip to Idaho last month. We have plenty more that we could share with you. And why not? The weather was fantastic and lots of good photo and video opportunities. Speaking of, Joe in Sun City caught this one. This is a classic Arizona sky, and I love to see that. Speaking of classic Arizona skies, this is what we should be seeing more of this time of year. Outflow boundaries colliding, and thanks to Tyler, we've got some prolific lightning shots to take a look at. And again, we could be seeing a little bit more of this as we head deeper into next week. Let's hope so. And finally, here's a time-lapse photo from our monsoon chaser, Ryan Seek. And I believe this is from a couple of weeks ago. He's been talking about putting up some of these time-lapse videos, and I think we'll have another one to take a look at next week, maybe a couple more of these. And hopefully we're not done looking at stuff like this. Ryan is always out there storm chasing, taking a look at lightning shots and rainbows and rain shafts and all things monsoon. And I love to watch these. We could watch these time-lapse videos all day. So that's Photo Friday. You want to get in on it? You can do so. Send your photos, your videos to my email address. It is groffshow@gmail.com. That is GROFF show@gmail.com for Photo Friday. All right, let's get into it here. Take a look at that almanac from yesterday, and for the second straight day, we did it. We nailed those normals exactly. 107 degrees the afternoon high, 84 was the morning low based on 30-year averages. That's right where we ought to be for this time of year. Unfortunately, rainfall, not where it ought to be. We are still way behind on that. Again, hopefully more opportunities to catch up on rain next week. As we look outside right now at 12:30 p.m., we have got mostly clear sky across the area. And yeah, it's hot out there. 103 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 38, relative humidity 10%, wind from the west at 10 miles per hour, and the barometer is falling. The upper air look across the country, the weather pattern is slowly evolving. Unfortunately, it's not evolving in a way that we'd like it to. High pressure is expanding from the southern and central plain states in the southeast westward toward the greater southwest. Those upper heights are climbing to around 594 decameters here in Phoenix and across much of Arizona. So that means temperatures are on the rise. That trough that's been off the west coast, it's still out there, but it's further to the west. But unfortunately, Arizona is still mostly under a southwesterly flow. But that ridge is taking a position closer to us, and the flow aloft may switch more out of the southeast tomorrow, and that could help to introduce at least some degree of moisture. Here's the watch warning map. Yeah, heat advisories and excessive heat warnings from the southern plains through much of the southeast. And now you'll notice here across south central, southwest Arizona, and southeast California, that is an excessive heat warning, and that's in effect from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. on Monday. Now appears Monday will be the hottest day here. Convective outlook for today, and once again, kind of looks the same as the last several days. That standard slight risk of severe storms across much of Montana and spilling out toward the Dakotas. Another risk of severe storms, the standard risk over parts of Kentucky and Tennessee. And here's a look at precipitation. This is valid through Friday morning of next week. Rain amounts here in Phoenix, probably nothing. Statewide, yeah, a little bit of rain possible over the higher terrain, the eastern rim, the eastern mountains, southeast Arizona. Monsoon activity could start to pick up, though, by the middle and latter part of next week. We'll talk about that right now as we get to the models. Take a look at it. This is the GFS. It's the 12Z run, and this is valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. There's our expansive ridge here now pushing into the southwestern states. Those heights are coming up, and so what it means for us down at the surface for the rest of this afternoon. Sunny, hot. Highs pretty close to 110 here in Phoenix. And there could be an isolated shower or storm over the eastern mountains in the southeastern corner of the state, but that won't bother us. Tonight, clear sky, overnight lows mainly in the 80s. And then tomorrow, things starting to look a little bit more interesting. High pressure now looking to set up across northern New Mexico or southern Colorado. The flow aloft turning out of the southeast. Now, the upper heights are still going to be bubbling up to around 594 to 597 decameters. And there is still considerable amount of warm air aloft. However, with better moisture coming in from the southeast, we do expect widely scattered showers and thunderstorms now to develop across east central and southeast Arizona. And southeasterly flow would conceivably push those toward the lower deserts. The problem is the aforementioned warm air aloft would tend to preclude much in the way of storm development here across the deserts. The mid-levels just too stable for organized convection. Still, an outflow boundary or two could push some blowing dust into the lower deserts tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow night, and that's a consideration to the forecast. So I've added that in for tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening here. Otherwise, tomorrow it's going to be mostly sunny in the morning, partly sunny in the afternoon, and hot. Highs somewhere between about 109 to 113. Now, on Sunday, the ridge still around, but moisture levels will remain fairly meager here in the south central deserts, slightly better across the eastern portion of the state for widely scattered storms. High temperatures in Phoenix still somewhere in the order of 109 to 113. Monday, the ridge actually gets a little bit closer to us. Probably less thunderstorm activity to deal with, although high clouds will be around. We'll call it partly sunny, and high temperatures 110 to 114 here in Phoenix. Again, likely the hottest day of the period. And we should note that with some debris clouds coming in overnight, we could very well stay in the low 90s in the urban core for our overnight lows through at least a good portion of the forecast period, at least out through the middle part of next week. All right, here's Tuesday, and again, the ridge is still around. High temperatures might back off a degree or two. Then by Wednesday, the ridge is now shifting back toward the north and east, and the flow aloft again returns out of the southeast. Better moisture coming in again, and we could even see an easterly wave in here by Wednesday, and that would help to increase the number of showers and storms. In fact, the guidance is now starting to show that Wednesday is going to be a more active day here across the deserts. Now, things can change between now and then, but this is looking more interesting for scattered afternoon and evening showers and storms, perhaps pushing into the lower deserts. Again, it's going to take some time to get moisture levels back up in the atmosphere here, but this could be at least a day where we see, again, gusty winds blowing dust and a few storms, at least some possibility for rain by evening. Thursday, moisture continues to increase, partly sunny sky, and temperatures might fall off a few degrees, especially if Wednesday night turns out to be active. So another chance of afternoon and evening showers and storms coming into the lower deserts from the mountains by Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. High temperatures, we're going to knock those down a few degrees, back toward about 105 to 109. Then here's a week from today. This is Friday the 15th, and the ridge in a pretty good position for southeasterly flow. More disturbances to rotate around that. So, scattered afternoon and evening showers and thunderstorms with us. High temperatures pretty close to average, if that's right. Then as we take a look out 10 days, this is Sunday the 17th. And again, the ridge out there over the Plain States and over the Rockies and a southeasterly flow. And the GFS shows a rather prominent inverted trough across Arizona and northern Mexico. And if that verifies, numerous showers and thunderstorms would be around, and the potential for heavy rain would be with us, and high temperatures likely below average if this is correct. But, forecasting an inverted trough out 10 days, not something that we're going to latch onto just yet. But it's an interesting model trend that we are seeing here. All right, let's take a look at rainfall for Phoenix. This is going out through the 22nd of July, coming off of the GFS ensemble. Every member indicates rain. The model spread here shows anything from not much all the way up to well over 2 3/4 inches. The ensemble mean is coming up over 0.8 of an inch now. The control member around 1 1/4 inches almost. So this is an encouraging sign, encouraging trend, but let's just wait and see. And temperatures off the national blend of models, 112, 113, still going to be hot through at least the middle part of next week. But if moisture levels do increase as anticipated, things could start to cool off more dramatically out there beyond about 5 or 6 days. And that's going to do it for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video due back here on Monday morning. Of course, updates before that if necessary. If you enjoy these videos, then be sure to subscribe, like, share, click that notification bell, leave those comments, questions, and suggestions. And music fans, yeah, check it out. It is my streaming station. It's called KMGX. We play a ton of music, have a lot of fun while doing that. It is myself and the operations manager, that is the one and only Michelle, involved in the programming and operation of that station. So do check it out. I leave a link to it in the description. All right. Thank you so much for watching. All of your continued support. It is greatly appreciated. You guys be safe, stay cool, stay hydrated. Have yourselves a great Friday and a wonderful weekend.